Okay, it's much better when the mute is not on. Hello and welcome, everyone. I am your host, Lizzie, from the LIZY Show here on YouTube. We are in Toronto, Canada, and we have a guest from the other side of the world talking about his life, his entrepreneur experience, but he is also a musician. So, for the ones that don't know me, I am Lizzie, and I've been doing this for over 7 years, and I have guests from all over the world. Proof is that we are here with an international author, an international singer. We've been having a lot of authors. I just finished interviewing an author and musician, singer, songwriter, and today is not going to be the exception. Just to let you know, we are live. So if you would like to interact with us, just use the chat box and you can always say hello. You can ask questions, or you can just say, congratulations for all his accolade, because a lot of things has been he's been doing. So you are in for a treat. You're in for a ride. So let me give you a little bit a background for you to have an idea who I'm talking about. So we're speaking to Golan. He is an international musician from the hit "I Am Greedy." I am, which is him and focus in other parts of the world. Golan is 24, a very young 24-year-old from Israel. Sold more than 206 copies of his song "I Am Greedy." Over 10,000 plays song "I Am Greedy," radio and stations and around the world. So he's done a lot of interviews all over the world, and countries also. Brazil. I wonder you're Brazilian. Falo português, and also in lots and lots of places in the world. Right now, we are, as you can see, on all of the social media, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Scribed, and all over. So don't forget to connect with us and connect with our guests as well. So, without further ado, let's welcome our guest to the show with a wonderful round of applause. Hello, hello, Golan, and welcome to Canada virtually. How are you
Hello,
doing?
hello, welcome Canada. I'm glad to be here. My name is Golan, and I'm from Israel. And this is great to be here.
Yes, yes. I assume that is a little bit late there right now. What time is it in Israel right now?
It's midnight here, so yeah, it's a little bit late, but here we are now. So
Yes,
yeah.
a little bit late, but here we are doing this, and I am so happy that you have joined us, and I am so happy that you're able to share with the world your gift, your music. One of the things that I wanted to ask you, Orgolan, music, was it always? I mean, you're very young. You're only 24. Was it always part of your life? Did you always sing? Did you always wanted to become a musician? Or was something that came later on in life when you were 16, 20? I don't know. What what part of music? How did you become interested in performing and singing and creating?
I think that an artist and musician needs to be some of lighting inside of him that you really create some big things in this world. Music has always my dream to be loved, and I think that if if um, if if I can get my dreams to become true, this is the most fun way to live my life.
Yes, and I can see you're probably fulfilling your dreams, you're accomplishing everything that you have set out to do. So good for you. Congratulations. I mean, I read your biography all over the world and Brazil. Are you Brazilian? Do you have any Brazilian background?
No, no, no. I live in Israel for all of my life, and I perform in the national TV Brazilian i- 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 in São Paulo to about 2 million people who watched it. So yeah.
Wow, congratulations. 2 million people. Oh wow, that's incredible. Good for you. Good for you. So one of the things that I love to ask you, Orga, um, the uh, the one of the things that music is, it's a challenge. We know it's hard work. You have to be very persistent. How is your family, your mother, your father, your friend, how are they supporting you? Are they very supportive, or this is something that you have to basically do it on your own, not a lot of support from family and friend? How is it in your case? Do you have support from family and friends?
I think that all of my life I fight for my truth and I fight for being who I am to this world. My family not wanted to me to do this because they think I'm not good enough for being an artist, but I proved them that I performed in Times Square last year, and I proved them that I'm international music can over 70 countries. I've been through radio interviews, radio plays, TV, magazine all over the world. I create something big in my life. And
Mm-hmm.
for a stuttering person like me, I'm dealing with a huge um, life co- co- complicated and and a horrible experience that,
Mm.
but this is a life, honey. Hold on tight, and you got this.
Good for you. And I know as a mother and having young people, young kids myself, it is, we always want the best for our kids, the best for them, that they are successful. And sometimes when you see one of your child's in an industry that we know it doesn't have, some might not have a lot of a return or hardships, we don't want to see our kids suffering, and we don't want to see our children disappointed. So I understand where your family comes from, but in another hand, you're doing the right thing. You are showing them that, hey, I am putting all the work. It is challenging, but it's working. So good for you for sticking with it, and good for you for showing that it is a hard work, but it is, you're doing it and you're being interviewed all over the world. Your music is played. So I think only your example can show your family and friends that you can do this. So good for you. I really really appreciate you, and keep going. And that's the only way you can show your family that you can do this, is by keep going and showing them that it's working. I have a little song which actually is one of my favorite. I we're gonna hear this because this is something. So this is the song "Greedy," and it's being played all over, and I love it. I love the rhythm. I love the wording. I love everything of it. It's this very. It's a mix of melody. It's upbeat. It has a nice mixture. What inspired you to write, to sing, and to create this song? I am greedy.
I am not a singer. I am totally musician all over my life. I'm good. It was create in just 5 minutes, and it's 1 minute 31 seconds, and it just blow off people's minds that a man like me can create some stampa in this real life. This huge comeback from from the space that I'm just crashed to this world uh, and and saying that I wanted attention. Please, please uh, uh, ac- accept me for who I am, because nobody will ever change me because who I am. I create my own life. I create my my story to this world, and it's just like a massive, a phenomenal experience that a song could really change people's life.
Wow, 5 minutes. That's not a long time. I am very surprised, very shocked, and to get an inspiration. What inspired you? Just the fact that you want to. It just came to you, or a situation where something happened at home, or maybe with a friend, with a girlfriend. What do you got the idea?
I have no friends in this world. I'm totally a lonely person. But all of my melodies come from God. He is keep me alive all of my life, for this time period, that I can show all of the people that I have talent that He gave
Hmm.
me, and humorous talent, and He gave me this melody. It came like this one, and I think that if an artist had this kind of a massive melody, it just as know that he is a talented artist because he done this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Golan, I don't want to forget for people that are watching this now or will be watching this later on, to be able to show where can people get a hold of you. I know that you're all over social media, you're on Instagram, you're everywhere. So, where can people follow you and get a hold of you or even listen to your music?
At Spotify, YouTube Music, Deezer, TuneCore, I have in Amazon Music. Just search on Google or Golan. I am greedy, and you can find me anywhere. Here I am. But as you can see, this map is what I've got in this world. All of the world listen to my story and listen to my melodies, and I think that my story is not fun story. My story is not of being so much truly meaning, but it is meaning to me that I am done something in this world, and if you don't like it, so this is your problem, honey. And that's it, I think.
Good for you to be able to be persistent. Here we were watching and sharing with you the Twitter account, which is pretty incredible. And again, the music, I Am Greedy. Why the name I Am Greedy? Why did you pick that name?
Every artist needs a bombastic way to express himself in this world. I think that if an artist doesn't marketing himself in this world, so why are you doing this? Because you have to find your way, your world into this world, and if you are not able to market yourself, to tell a story, that your story is important for such an amazing people all around this world. And I think that every a man or a woman is a storyteller, and we telling our story to this world. And if we don't tell our story, we will completely be vanished from this world.
Yes, absolutely. And you brought up a very important point about the marketing. A lot of musicians don't realize how important when you're, especially when you are starting, that to have the marketing part of the music industry, it is number one. I know that you're a good musician. I know that you're probably a good writer, but it for you to be able to win in this market, especially nowadays when there's so much competition, that is very good. And I'm glad, Orgolan, that you've pointed out here. We are seeing his YouTube channel, which is on the screen, is YouTube Orgolan. You can see it. You can pick it up again if you have comments. If you would like to say hi, our chat is open. I would love to say hello to you and sort of our guests. So yes, so here it is. If you would like to say hello, so here is you have a lot of views, and that's a lot of interviews. How do you upload? This is something that you do it yourself, or you have somebody doing it for you?
I'm doing all of my amazing stuff in this world all by myself, and because this is me, this is who I am. And if I will not market myself, so who will m- market me?
That's right.
And this is so important for people to realize my name because it, for an example, if um, last year I made a lot of interviews, one after one, and it is so important to know that it is really tough to market yourself for any subject in life because nobody loves you oh unless if you love yourself, and if you are not good enough in some way, learn it to be the specialized as in this subject. I think that every artist needs to know all of the background subject in his life because you are the product. You market yourself to this world, and if you are not going to, so how can you love somebody else if you're not loving yourself?
You brought something very, very important. It is I can see you're very confident. You have a lot of drive. You have a lot of disposition. Your focus in what you want, and if you don't love all the aspect of this career, this job, this journey that you decided to take in life, which is, let's talk the real here. It is challenging. There's a lot of competition, but you don't care. You want to make sure that you want to succeed, and you're doing everything possible to show the world your gift, your music, and obviously how important it is for you to be able to promote yourself, which is absolutely true. It is very important to promote yourself. One of the things that I love about what you do is later on in life, do you always, if that doesn't work, or this is going to be a plan B, what is plan A for you? Is it something that you wanted to do maybe after this, or if you could have music and singing and performing on the side, is there any other dream, or perhaps even helping other musicians in this very challenging market? What would you say is plan B for you?
This is quite tough right now, but I will talk you the general wise. I made a lot of money from my songs nowadays, over 7-digit number of dollars, and the record company that I signed with stolen all my money because she cannot accept this. I am not famous in Israel, and she said that I haven't done none of my my achievements in this world, and I lost all of my money. And this is the main goal for me because I wanted to live through music. This is the only way that I'm good enough. This is the only one that I'm good enough in this world. And if people don't accept me, so I'm dealing with a lot of difficult and horrible and time. And to losing all of the huge amount of money. This is a disaster for life, I think.
Mm, okay, I understand. So, in your point of view, in your mind, there is nothing else that you much rather do. There is no plan B. This is plan A. Period. Point. End of discussion. So you will do everything to be able to continue this dream, to continue pursuing your career as a musician, singer, songwriter. So I understand, and I'm glad that you're that focused and you're that dedicated. And one of the things that I will love to advise you is it's please do not put all the eggs in one basket. I mean, there are a, when it comes to music, you have a branch, a plethora of things that you could do. But I appreciate and I really admire your focus and your dedication. There is nothing else you much rather do than performing. And on that note, have you performed in Israel to the public? Perhaps sharing your song that you've created, this song which we just played here, I Am Greedy.
Israel don't accept me for being who I am because the media thinks that I am so different from the Israeli artist in this country, and she and I think this is a very sad um, aspect for being Golan, that that your home country doesn't accept you, that your journey in music, that all of the amazing achievement that I made through my life, that I ran outside to the global audience, and this is very sad to see that I abandoned for my own country.
Okay, I completely understand. I guess you are going to have to keep working harder into this. This is the remix, everyone. I hope you can hear it. And
Be with me.
the arrangements, the producing, the sound mixer. Do you do this all at home or do you go to a studio and you work on it? How is it that you develop your stuff?
The whole package in music, you must have a lot of luck from God to create this amount of the whole story, the whole journey for being I'm all Golan. This is my talent. Accept me from who I am. And as you can see, behind me, this is all of the magazines that wrote about me, and that that's right behind me. And I speak to you directly from this point because this is very important. Um, Music is not easy for
Mm.
everyone. music is a disaster word for joining them. And if you are in this music business, you signed a deal with the universe that you 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 have been published through your name, and they will ruin your life because this is I think that is there is a lot of karma through my head, through my name, and all of the success that I am seeing through through your screen is that minimalized for the all of the 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 disaster that I have been through my life because certain person everyone hates me for being stuttering person. Everyone don't accept me for being who I am, and I will always fight for my truth, for my being who I am, for me to live as long as I want to, or for being who I want to in this life. And this is I don't know. This is a mes- mesmeric, tragic end for being who our Golan is.
And I think you're doing amazing. Even though you have challenges with your speech, I can guarantee when you are singing, that doesn't show up because I've heard it. I guess because you're able to be more yourself, you're able to have a disconnect from that person that has that speech challenge, a speech impediment challenge. And I completely understand. I've heard many musicians which has some challenges when they communicate, but as soon as they're singing or writing, all that disappears. I don't know, it's like a miracle. And so you're truly yourself when you can perform, when you're creative. I notice there is a lot of pictures of you being a young boy. Can you tell us what does it mean to you? Why do you have used that picture as a young lad, as a young little boy? I see here this picture. What does it mean to you?
This picture was filmed that I was 4, I guess, and I think that this picture has really shown you can play it, the video, but I really think that this little boy knows something that I am the adult don't know yet, and I think that is a lot of mystery behind this picture, I guess.
I think this is who you are at heart. This little Orlo Golan at heart, the innocence, the genuine, being genuine, being true, and that is with you, within you all the time, not just when you're creating music or when you are performing, but this little boy represent who you were at your happiest in your life, and you want to continue to be like this little boy. I'm not a psychiatrist, but I've seen a lot, and I've had a lot of people going coming through my show and expressing, and I'm seeing that uh, all your pictures has this little boy, which represents your happiness and you're being comfortable with yourself, even though you have many challenges. I'm not sure if I might be on to something.
Hmm?
Well, when it comes down to writing your story, and I don't know if this is something that it might have come to you, would you consider perhaps sharing your story with others?
I wrote 4 books in Hebrew, and
Wow.
including my story in some of the way. And my story, I think, is a breakthrough to a certain point that in my life my soul has a lot of showing the light to 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 other people through our world. And if I think my destiny has a lot of misleading opportunities through social or well, uh, life, but I think that in the music world, my soul is a very open-minded. I think.
I think so too, or Golan, absolutely. And again, looking at the picture of that little boy, that innocence and that feeling of being comfortable with yourself, with all your challenges, that will stick with you. And I think you have to keep true to yourself, true to your fans, and true to basically to your soul. One of the things that I love about is, again, I've reiterate this many times, I've said it many times, but you are very persistent, very focused, and you know what you want, and it's going to be hard to make you give up your dreams, which is very good in the sense. I just don't want you to get hurt even more. I want you to be this a good experience for you, not only through my show, but through the many shows that you have done. And I think your music is amazing. I think you're doing a great job. And one of the things that I love to ask you, coming getting closer to the end of our show, people in other parts of the world, that we have people that watch us in Australia and here in Canada and United States, and they're looking at you. You are a big inspiration. They're looking at you and they're seeing that you have speech challenges. They're seeing that you're working really hard, and they can't imagine themselves doing that. It's probably going to be very, very difficult for them. What word of advice would you give somebody who's watching on the other side of the world? What would you say that can encourage them?
Um, I'm not sure if you know the woman called Dana International. She won the Eurovision Song Contest about 25 years ago, and she is from Israel. She is the first transgender woman to win this this amazing show, and her story has begun exactly from my story. And I think our destiny, um, preparing you for your next purpose in life. I think that there is some of source around us that her her truly destiny is to build the 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 bricks into this world. And if I showing other people that I can make it, so you can make it already.
That's right.
And even a starting person from Israel got to perform in Times Square, and to be able to manifest in his dreams, his goals to over 70 countries and selling more than 300,000 copies all around the world, you can make it as well, honey.
Bravo, bravo. I love that. I love your words of inspiration. Um, and take it as it is. If our Golan is here with all these challenges and he's making it, what makes you think that you can't? I love it, love it. So I'm hoping that you got inspired. I hope that you are supporting our guest here. Follow him on all the social media platforms where he is at. And if you have anything, here is his YouTube channel. If you have any comments or anything, just let us know. I am so happy to have you here today and sharing your life with us. This has been incredible. Any last word, my friend?
In Israel, we have a sentence in Hebrew, um, עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, which I will translate to English, that God is keeping us alive and his angels showing us the way to this world.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Thank you so much and have an amazing evening. I know it's almost 1 o'clock for you, and I will leave you guys with